centers.
Yeah.
With the TOEFL, IELTS, TOEIC, how is that going?
We borrow from other universities.
We invite some
Lecture
professional from
another university.
To do what?
Only to
Libora,
do the test
Siba,
for the students.
and
For the
BTS.
students.
Yeah.
Only for the
English
test.
Training Center.
Okay, so now the
English
students
training
need to
test.
be tested.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so testing, TOEIC or TOEFL or
For
etc.
teachers and the students.
We
and
need
for
a
teachers,
test center.
which level? What is your goal?
I don't know about the level, but
But everything plans okay. It's like
Intermediate.
All level.
intermediate. So
All level.
All
You need
level.
all level.
Intermediate for the students. You mean for the students or for the teachers?
both for each of them. So students, when they're finished here after 3 years, they need to have which level? Intermediate.
For the student, intermediate.
Intermediate. Okay. Intermediate. And then the teachers?
Upper, intermediate, or advanced?
Okay. So English teachers should be here, and the other teachers should be upper intermediate. Okay.
Yeah.
And so where are the teachers now, besides English teachers?
I'm on upper intermediate based on my score, 735.
I am on intermediate levels.
Sorry?
Still
Intermediate.
Intermediate. And you can
need to practice more.
you need to practice more.
More
Okay.
tests.
And you're practicing with the TOEIC?
Yeah, only TOEIC.
Okay, good.
Only TOEIC.
Because you can do that free. And you'd like to put the center here?
Yeah,
Like to have a center?
Yeah.
Okay.
because the man from the language testing center in Jakarta said that if we have a language lab, the teacher can practice real-time TOEIC test every month.
Okay. Okay. Good. And that's been free of charge, right? I
Yeah,
heard that's
free of
something like
charge,
that.
yeah.
So the TOEIC is your best option at the moment, right?
Yeah.
TOEIC is the best option. Reachable, you need to have, what number do you have to get it? The center? A 900 or something?
Sorry, to get the?
To be able to have a center.
No. They just require a room
Mm-hmm.
with a computer and CCTV, and that's all.
Okay, so you don't
No
have
score,
to have a
no
certain
score, no.
level to have a center.
Yeah.
So you can have a teaching
Yeah.
center here. Okay, a training center. Okay.
It's only a step to go.
Okay, one
Don't
more
have to come here for
Visiting.
visiting
visiting.
Final visit.
and video.
Okay, so you have a
Signing
computer
and
room that you use
Yeah.
as a lab,
Yeah.
and is it there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, Susie, in the meeting on Friday, last week, our management
Yeah,
said that that's not lab of computer, but that's laboratory of language actually.
Okay.
But borrow for the students borrow for a computer, but actually in the third floor in the first building, this is especially for laboratory of language. That's our management said
Yeah.
meeting.
Last
Okay.
meeting. One
So this
Friday.
is
Yeah.
language. So the language lab is actually here.
But I think there is no headset.
No
And also, is there?
No headset yet?
No head. Well, you need
We
headsets.
never go there actually.
I'm not sure.
We can buy a cheap one.
You've never been there.
Never.
I never been there.
So who is responsible for doing that? Is
Mr. Satria.
No, the management for the facility. The management.
Mr. Satria.
So what I mean to say is, who will will each of you take your students there, or one
Mr.
person?
Satria.
Every English teacher can use that for their students.
Right. Okay. So this is important. This is important because the responsibility for the organization is with Satria, and every other teachers have to
Support.
understand and support
Yes.
Yes. Of course.
and practice there.
Yes.
Yes.
Exactly.
We support.
Okay. So if you haven't taken the TOEIC test and you haven't practiced, your students won't know what to do either. And you can take that outside of the lab into the classroom and prepare them. So it is not just his responsibility, it's the entire school's responsibility to help the students get there. Right?
Right.
Right.
So it's not his. It's ours.
Hours.
Yeah, hours.
Okay? It's
Our
our responsibility.
Yeah.
Okay? Alright. So, another thing that I've read here is levels. Standards.
Standards.
Where did I read that? Zoom. Need games, some videos. Must be over here that I saw it.
Question.
Need to make standards evaluations, scoring a level of English proficiency. For me, that is absolutely necessary because we need to know what levels they need to be. So if they say intermediate, everyone agrees that's the level the students have to have.
Yeah.
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 Okay, so that's what we're working towards. Do the students reach that level?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
It's a long way to go,
Susie,
Susan.
Not clear enough. I mean, we do TOEIC test for 2 years, but we don't have clear enough the boundaries of the levels because we just do it for a program, not for we know the levels. Because when the testing, there is like class for the student, but there are no. But next year will be test again. Next year, test again, and the same in the same time, the same day for whole student.
Yeah, okay.
I think it's just make confused. I mean, we need how to make labeling standards.
Actually, there
Okay,
is
okay.
a can-do
Yeah.
table, right? The can-do table. It's there.
Then
It's
it's
there.
the
Yeah.
Everything- everything
for
is-
leveling.
Everything is the English language is so standardized. We have all
Right.
kinds of tests.
Right.
We have the books that I gave you have elementary, pre-intermediate, intermediate. They're a little bit different than the Cambridge Cambridge exams, but the European levels. We have A1, A2, B1, B2. You understand those?
Yeah.
Okay, so A1 and A2 is beginner or way stage. B1, B2 is user. And C1, C2 is proficient user. So we're working to reach so that the students can be a user. Okay? This intermediate is, I would say, it's really a B1 level. Okay? About a B1 level. Depending on the test that you take, that could mean different things. So intermediate, about a B1.
So
Which
it's
is-
like French.
Like French.
Yeah.
I don't know, is it French?
Yeah, I have heard.
It's a B1 level. Okay. That's not easy
Yeah.
because right now with testing, many of you will have almost this
B1.
on a test, huh? So you need to get the students to where you are right now with the use of English. So how are we going to do that? Okay, first of all, you get this standards. Okay, I'll come back to that. Did I miss anything else? We have native speaker. So more English lessons. Is that what you
Yeah.
want?
Yeah.
More English
practice.
native speaker teachers.
English training.
Yeah.
English training.
English training
English training is what you'd like. Okay?
for who? For you?
But with the native speaker of English, of
Yeah,
course.
native speaker. Okay.
That's the important thing.
Susie, I want to ask something.
Hmm?
For this native speaker, it's for you or for the students?
For them.
Both.
Oh, okay, both. Yeah.
Both.
Because from the Saint Gallen, they are for the students.
Right.
Yeah, and you're the
Volunteer.
first student.
But there's also not teachers. Those are
The
students.
students.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They are 20-year-old Swiss students.
Yeah.
So they're not native speakers.
I don't know. Some of them are native speaker.
No,
No.
none of them were native speakers. None.
None.
None?
They speak German.
Just
But they
because
speak English well.
Yes, they learn
Yeah,
English.
but not
In
native
Switzerland, they learn
speaker.
English from 3rd grade, so primary school. And then those students had 10 to 11 years of English,
Yeah.
and they are at a C1 level of English.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a high level of English, but they're not English teachers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so they can speak it, but they cannot explain it, perhaps.
Right,
The
right,
students
right.
is very appreciate. I mean, impressive, yeah, for students of Tanggal. They think that when they said at the lecture, they are a lecturer, and then like when teaching is very lovely. I mean, when they go back to their country, they are sad. I mean, the way to practice English. All of the students said that.
Yeah, but they don't teach like real English teachers because they are not English teachers.
They're students.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
students.
they're not English teachers. They're not native speakers either. You don't have to be a native speaker to be a good teacher.
Yeah.
You really don't. You really don't. I have a friend of mine.
So you are.
I'm
You
a,
are
na-
from
I,
Canada.
I'm a native speaker. I grew up in California.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. But I have a friend who grew up in Peru, but she went to London to study, and her English, she sounds like a British person. Beautiful accent, beautiful English, very, very close to a native speaker. And she's also a teacher.
Yeah, but he is not. She or he?
She, sorry.
Yeah, she
She's
is
not native, but she speaks
Yeah.
just as good as.
Yes. Many
Okay?
people does it.
Yeah, and then I had one of my sisters. I had two sisters. My younger sister, her English is terrible. She would be a horrible teacher because she doesn't use the proper grammar.
Yeah.
She doesn't pronounce her words right. She uses kind of a slang. She's very free. She doesn't articulate her words, mixes them up. Yeah, she doesn't use the present perfect correctly. She doesn't.
Yeah.
And that's the way she talks. She likes to talk like, that's simple, but like she associates with a different crowd. So she uses different words, different grammar, because to her that sounds homey, sounds comfortable. Okay?
Yeah.
That's her choice.
Is that a young native speaker like that? I mean,
Many native
No.
speakers are like that. Many native speakers don't speak proper English.
like Indonesian.
Yes, same thing. Some people have a good ear, a good feeling.
Yeah.
Some people are language people. Some people are math people. Some people they see things different, they can build. They see, oh, I need this, I build it. Some people are plant people. They understand what plants need. Everyone is special in their own way.
Yeah.
But being a native speaker doesn't mean that you can teach English.
Yeah. Because.
Okay, so this I would say,
Yeah.
Native like is good
Like.
enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, native like. So don't have your prejudice,
Yeah.
please.
Prejudice.
You're not native speakers, you're teachers.
English teachers.
Yeah, you're lecturers. So don't put yourselves down and believe in that. Okay, what else do we have?
Lecture exchange
Exchange.
to
So
native country.
to native country. Okay, that's outside of my
Policy.
abilities. Okay, so that's something
Policy.
much higher.
Original.
Okay, with improving, but yes, it's more practice.
Yeah.
Okay. We also have listening, speaking skills, more practice, reading more stories, songs, poetry, visiting new places and people. That goes a little bit into the material of developing. Agreed standards, TOEIC Center, practice test, more trainings, English teachers, not it to be too serious.
Yeah.
Okay, that's again the way that you have your lessons. Need English games, go to native country, yeah. Native speaker, music, practice, videos. Okay, so kind of got what you think you can improve. For me, as an outsider coming in and wanting to help you, for me, the most critical, I don't have the thickest pen I have, is this here. Give me a black one. Yes. Is this. Okay. our page is dependent on a syllabus, curriculum, and lesson plans. There is no way that I can help you do anything else until this is established. That's it. If we don't have a syllabus, a curriculum, we don't have learning objectives, if we don't have a lesson plan, we cannot integrate new media, new music, games, a testing center. Okay, that can be practice on the side. Standards. I need to have a standard, so this is where we want to go. Now, this is the first time I heard this. Just been decided, I guess. So now we have where we need to go, and this is how we get there. This is the fun stuff along the way.
Yeah.
So, those are the little stops that we take that help us get to where we're going. So we need to find a way to get your students to an intermediate level through building a syllabus, curriculum, and lesson plans. That's the key. If you don't have this, you know where you want to go. If you know where you want to go, but you don't have a boat or a car to get there, what's going to happen? You're going to walk. It'll take you 100 times longer.
Where we have to go.
You're going to carry it. Yeah.
Walking around.
Yeah, you're going to wander. You're going to wander. You go and have fun and look at the flower here and go here and get this. And, oh, this is lots of fun. Oh, we're having a game. Woo, woo, woo. Yeah. I'm supposed to be going over there, but if I'm playing and not getting there, if I don't have a plan, much different. If I need to get to V1 level, I set myself, every square is an objective that I need to reach. So I get to this point, now we play a game. Okay? Then I get to this point, okay, now we have this exercise. I get to this point, now I have a test and see if this is really where I am. Oops, I need to go back a little bit. I'm not quite that far. And then I go on and on and on. And this is your building. This is where how you know. Does this exist?
Actually, that's the terrible problem of us here. I mean,
I know.
the main problem of us.
I know. And that's
I believe us.
the school. It's the PPL problem. Okay?
Yeah.
Problem producing language.
Because
PPL.
because
That's the good stuff.
every year we have to make it, and then not sure happens. Because in the last of the year we have to meet. Again meet together about syllabus. Again next year will be syllabus.
I'm not blaming you. You're the bottom of the totem pole here. Okay, the students are under you, and there's you, and you have the weight of the responsibility on your shoulders, but not the time and the capacity to get it done.
Yeah.
I'm not blaming you. I'm just saying. Now we look back at a year and a half. What happened and what needs to be done. You have ideas of what to do, but this needs to be done before we can do anything else.
Yeah.
Again, I think the TOEIC Center, that's a very good thing to do on the side. This can be done. You can do this yourselves.
Yeah.
Okay? So, syllabus, everyone agrees with me. Do you know how many lessons you teach a semester?
Yeah,
How many?
I have 2 in English.
But, okay, how many, the total number of lessons, can you actually physically be in the classroom teaching?
16.
Not the paper version.
Lesson, not the
paper
subject.
version.
Lesson, not subject.
Not subject, really.
But lesson.
How many minutes are you teaching in the lesson
Berapa jam?
in total?
Whole day.
In one semester or
One semester.
one semester?
One semester.
For English.
In English. Per class.
Second. No, 22nd. 8 multiplied by 4. 22. And one semester.
Ya, berapa jam ngajar bahasa Inggris satu semester?
Oh.
In total.
No.
Per per semester. Per semester.
Aduh, ada yang per tahun.
Write it down, figure it out. Use your pens, pencils.
So first write how many subjects that you teach, and then per subject how many
Especially for
lessons
How many
there.
English?
Especially
So,
for English.
I mean,
Only
for English. So, for example, new students come semester 1. How many hours will you, or how many lessons are you in the classroom with those students teaching?
And maybe also the level. It's like first year student, second year,
Yeah, I forget that.
third year. Yeah. Because I'm good.
16 per minggu, 16 jam.
16 jam seminggu.
224.
Berapa minggu kita satu semester? Ada berapa minggu?
14.
14 minggu? Berarti cuma
Masuk
7.
14.
Berarti cuma 7 karena dibagi hanya minggu teori kan? Kali 7.
296
Oh,
jam.
sorry.
Iya kan dibagi 2 kan?
16 kali 16, Pak Satria.
Enggak, kan minggu praktek enggak ada ngajar bahasa Inggris. Jadinya dibagi 2.
Oh, gitu apa?
Kan diambil teorinya saja. Kalau saya.
Okay. 112
Berarti 16 kali balik nih?
in one semester.
112.
112.
12 hours.
112 hours.
Anak-anak
Do you agree?
Ini kan jam istirahat.
udah masuk.
Kan jam istirahat baru. Kan masuknya jam 1:10.
Iya, tapi kan saya kasih tugas dulu sebelum.
Oh, nanti untuk nanti jam 1:10 itu.
Iya kan selama waktu pertemuannya itu saya ada di sini.
Oh,
Okay,
berarti
so
tadi belum
112. How did you come to that? How did you come to that?
What
Tell me
is
your
the
math.
issue?
The question is, how many lessons do you teach per semester?
I teach English for profession 2 for 2 classes.
But I want to know. Is
Just
it
one class, I think.
A and B.
how many per class? How many lessons per
This
class?
one, this is per class.
Okay, so you have 14 weeks, right?
Yeah.
14 weeks.
14
Yeah.
weeks. 7 of those weeks are
Theory.
Theory.
Theory and
Okay,
practice.
and testing
2.
2 weeks.
Middle
So
test and
you have 12
final
weeks.
Right.
So
Actually,
multiple by 12.
Itu 7 itu termasuk UTS UAS enggak?
Yes.
Oh, so yeah, decrease by 2 weeks, right?
16
Yeah.
minus 2 is
Yeah.
14. 7 weeks theory, 7 weeks of practice. Okay, so each week, how many lessons is that?
In
Per
normal
class.
14 weeks.
Yeah, 14 weeks, half and
Yeah.
half. But how many lessons
4
per week?
4 hours. 4 hours.
4 hours.
4
so
hours.
4 lessons.
1 subject, 1 class. 1 English subject, 1 class. 4 hours per week.
4 hours per week. Okay.
4
So-
hours.
Iya,
4
kan 2
hours.
SKS.
Yeah.
BIP atau BIH sama ya.
4 hours.
The same.
So that
We
means
come to the class in 1 week twice.
So 1 week twice.
No, like I said, 4 hours per 2 weeks because 1 week is theory and 1 week
No,
practice.
2 hours per week.
Yeah.
Okay, if you,
So you
make
have
it average
theory
2 hours per
and
week.
practice
No,
weeks.
I want not an average,
Yeah.
I want the real time.
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to know exactly. So
Yeah.
that means week 1 if it's odd or even. So
Yeah.
we start with week 1
Odd.
and that's odd. Okay, so odd means what? Theory or
Theory.
practice?
Theory.
So theory is 2 lessons.
Yeah.
2 lessons.
Two lessons,
2
okay.
meetings, 4 hours in total.
2 times 2 lessons.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I get an even, and then I practice. And how many?
No English in the practice week.
No English practice.
For me, no English for
actually
practical.
there are 6 meetings for English, but minus 2 meetings is for exam of midterm test and final. So there are for learn only 14
weeks.
meeting. 14 meeting. 14 pertemuan.
Yeah, 14.
14
This is
meetings,
normal,
yeah.
you know.
And normal is 14 meetings.
Minus
So 14
But
middle test
yeah,
and
but
middle-
in my
middle test and final.
in my program, there are no English for practice theory, practice
Practice
week.
class.
So in 1 week we have twice English.
Meetings.
Yeah, same
Yeah.
here. Same here. There's no English practice.
Mean that we are
So
the same.
English you have. So you actually actually it's 7 weeks. You have
Yeah.
4 lessons.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Jadi
That's
silabusnya nih, jadi
28.
silabusnya.
that's not 112.
Um,
Oh, you have 4 lessons. Sorry, wait, 4 lessons. Sorry. Okay, so you have 7 times, 7 weeks, 4 lessons. That's 28 lessons. That's not 112. How'd you get 112?
I thought you said all the subject like English for Profession 1 and English for Hospitality 1, but only one subject.
That's
Yeah.
this one. So you teach 112 lessons a week,
Yeah.
right? Or in a semester. You teach this in a semester,
Oh, not that
but that's divided
Not that
into
one.
how many
Two.
classes?
Yeah.
Two.
Two.
Yeah.
112 for all
Okay.
departments.
So if you're telling me you teach, we have 14 weeks, okay? Look at this.
8
Maksudnya lesson itu
hours
jam
a day.
pelajaran atau apa sih?
Lesson
No, I want to see. I need to
Jam
break it
pelajaran.
down to each class.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
one class, 14 weeks, 7 weeks you teach,
per weeknya kan ada satu
4
lesson.
lessons. Lessons.
Berapa jam?
Not
per
four
jam,
lessons.
Pak?
Iya 4 jam itu.
For 2
4
times.
jam.
Iya 4 jam itu.
Iya benar.
No.
Yes, 4 hours.
4 hours.
Kok
4
7
hours,
minggu?
Four
not
hours.
4 lessons.
Apa
So
maksudnya?
4 hours twice a week.
Yeah.
We have different
I'm so sorry, Suzy. In this case,
Understanding.
lesson means the
Lesson means
hour or
Hour.
what?
yes.
Sorry,
I think
Suzy.
it is true.
Lesson is a 45 minutes, right?
One lesson 45 minutes.
Or 1 hour. Tell me,
Yeah,
what
one
are your
hour.
lessons?
Yeah.
Hour, right?
The lessons are 1 hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
One
that's
lesson,
fine.
1 hour.
That's fine. It doesn't matter if the lesson is 45
Yeah.
minutes. So you teach 4 lessons a week or 8 lessons a week.
4.
For me, 4.
4,
4 lessons.
4,
Four lessons.
4. Okay, so 7 times 4 equals 28.
28.
You are teaching 28 lessons.
28
semester.
hours, yeah.
28 hours.
Yeah.
28 hours a semester. Okay? So, what can we do within these 28 hours? Are you physically in the classroom during this time, or do you have other responsibilities?
It's not.
So, in reality, how many hours are you on average in the classroom now?
Based on my experience, I'm in the classroom for 24 hours. I miss 4 hours. I remember.
Okay, about 4? How many do you miss?
Around 22, 24.
22, 24?
24.
24. So you're missing at least one day.
Yeah, because there is
10.
Okay.
10.
No,
So
no.
let's say
Busy
so,
man.
So what does that
10 to
mean?
15.
That means anywhere between 16 and 20. Okay,
Yeah.
so let's say 20. Because we have
Yeah.
students that are late, you're late, you half an hour here, half an hour there.
Yeah.
Okay, Indonesian time. Okay? That means that you are physically teaching 20 lessons a semester. Okay? Finally got an answer. Now, this means this is what we need to prepare lessons for.
Yeah.
Not 112. You prepare for 112 or 50 or 60 or 80, there's no way you will ever reach your goal. Be realistic. You have to calculate the problems. Your expectations need to be pulled back. So what can you do in 20 hours? Then you need to don't think you're going to be teaching. You know right now there's going to be 3 days you can't teach. So calculate that in. Because nobody else is going to teach your lessons. The students aren't going to learn by themselves. Right? So what you need to do is think with what actually is happening. In a perfect world, you could be there. Right now we're not there. So you have to try and fit what you can do in those 20 lessons. So, then 6 semesters at 20 lessons, is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
many hours is that?
But we will multiply it by 2 class because there's A and B. So multiply by 2
Yeah.
because this is only A.
One class.
And when does B come?
This one class during one semester.
It interchangeably when A practice and B class or
But you're still teaching the same subject. You're still
Right,
teaching
right,
the
right.
same thing.
Right,
So
right.
even if you have 5 classes, you only plan 1.
yeah.
You don't have to plan different material for A and B.
Right.
Okay.
Please don't do that. Complicate the whole system. You know.
But I also teach in the lower semester like semester 2.
Yeah. So what you need is semester.
But in reality, to see,
Yeah.
we are not only have English class for teaching, but we have different subjects.
He also teach practice.
But that's different. That's a completely different subject. Okay? Completely different subject. I'm not trying to say you're not working. I know you work here every day. On Saturdays, you're overworked and underpaid. I understand that. Okay? There's nothing to do with this. What I can do is I'm an English expert.
That's
And
right.
if I can teach you or help you organize your English, I am hoping it will rub off on your other subjects.
Yeah.
Okay? Because the whole thing here is planning and organization.
Yeah.
Planning, that's what it is. So, I have semester 6. Are there any differences in the different semesters? Or is it always the same? 20.
The same. Always the same.
So, we have 120 lessons to plan. Is that right?
Not that one.
Nggak ada bahasa Inggris semester 3-4 nggak ada.
I'm teaching whole. from
BIP
semester
1-2 sama BIH 1-2.
I teaching 7 class.
Yeah, but that's fantastic because if you're teaching
No problem.
from 1 to 6, then you know what you did here.
Yeah.
And you know, and you can build it, you can make it, you can bring them further.
Yeah.
Okay? So we can really start, well, I have to go the other way around. If I start, nothing here. If I know I start here, I can bring them here.
Yeah.
Okay? Or more realistically, it will go like this because they have vacation. So they learn, they forget, they learn, they forget. You know, you're going kind of like this.
Yeah.
Because of all the different stages. But if you know this, if you know to have a plan, you can do it like this. Otherwise, we're going to have what we're doing now. Again, outsider's view, nothing wrong with you, but it has all about the organization. We're kind of starting here and going. We're not getting very far because we're kind of doing the same thing again and again and again, and they're just not getting it. So it's just a lot of talk and a lot less, I think, is sticking. You feel the same?
Yeah.
Do you see an improvement to your students over 6 semesters?
Yeah.
Yeah?
But not much.
But not much. Because they're kind of going back and forth, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if we can try and get this, then we can plan.
Maybe because of the uncertainty of the syllabus, the lesson plan. I
Yeah.
think that's the problem.
Yeah. So what we're looking at and talking about is that once you have, now we know, everyone agrees that we have this many lessons, then you can get your curriculum, where you want to go,